We begin with news from Tamil Nadu, though, where Chief Minister J.Jayalalitha has offered to depute the National Investigation Agency to investigate yesterday's blast at the Chennai railway station. J.Jayalalitha said the special wing of the state police would continue its work in the case. However, she stuck to protocol by allowing a team from the National Security Guard to investigate fragments of the bomb. Now, sources say the Union Home Ministry wanted to treat this as a possible terror attack and therefore involve the NIA. However, state authorities have booked a case for offences under the Explosive Substances Act and cases of murder and damage to railway property. Home Ministry sources say the centre expects the NIA to be called in eventually, but is willing to wait for the Tamil Nadu government to conclude its own investigation. Premvada joins us from Chennai right now. Premvada, there will be a little bit of a controversy here because the NIA often says it's brought in too late, and by that time the evidence may have already been destroyed or manipulated beyond any forensic use. How are the two sorting this out right now?
Well, at this point of time, NIA has decided to stay away from the crime scene. Already, the CBCID from Tamil Nadu have started their investigations because Tamil Nadu Chief Minister has made it clear that she doesn't want central government's intervention, at least in the investigation part. I mean, that is how she has been maintaining for a couple of years about non-interference from the central government in any of the policies or any of the work of the state. But having said that, this is a serious issue where twin blasts have taken place. Still, there is no lead on who has done this. So at this point of time, there is a question: shouldn't the state government allow the NIA to continue its work? But at this point of time, NSG has been allowed. It's only for giving that expertise. She doesn't want any central agency to take part in the investigation. My sources are telling me they have got their first lead. The CBCID has got their first lead, and they've headed to Bangalore to get to follow on that particular lead. So it's a challenge for the J.Jayalalitha government if she is able to crack this case, where probably there is involvement of a terror outfit. But having said that, the central agencies are also going to wait and watch for a while, because end of the day, this blast has taken place inside the train. Yeah. It comes under the central government. So anytime the central government can come and say that they would want to intervene. But by then, as you rightly pointed out, it could be late, as all the forensic, all the evidence that was available could have been either erased, damaged or taken away if it is not handled properly.
Priyamvada, I want to bring you to the charges because as you mentioned, it did happen on a train. And while there are some charges under the Explosive Substances Act, there have also been charges framed under the Act which says that there's been damage to railway property.
Absolutely, that's the reason why RPF chief is here already, DG is there, and then the BDS team is here. All of them are conducting their inquiry. Even as we are talking, the RPF chief is conducting his own, Railway Commission is conducting its own inquiry. They are talking to the victims. But the main investigation part is only with the state government, CBCID. So it's, as of now, I would say there is a lot of confusion, a bit of confusion as to who is going to actually find the truth and who is going to actually find out what happened. But at this point of time, Railway Police have very clearly said that they are going to continue with their investigation, and state government is also continuing with its investigation.
Okay. Priyamvada, many thanks for getting us those updates on this developing case. We'll come back to you as you hear more.